Is playing the stock market a smart way to build wealth for the future, or is it just a casino in a suit and tie? It's a totally fair question, especially when all you hear are these crazy stories about people winning the lottery one day and losing it all the next. I mean, you've definitely heard someone say this, right? Or at least thought it yourself. We see these headlines of people making a fortune overnight on some new stock, and then it all comes crashing down. From the outside, it just looks like total chaotic chance. So what's the actual story here? Well, the truth is, stock trading can be investing, but it can also be gambling. And the thing is, the difference isn't the market itself, it's you. It's the mindset you bring to the table. Let's really break that down. Okay, first things first, let's get our definition straight. What is the fundamental difference between, say, putting your money on a roll of the dice versus putting it into a company? Well, it all boils down to one thing: chance versus real value. Let's talk gambling. At its absolute core, you're risking money on an outcome that's almost entirely based on luck. Think about a lottery ticket or spinning a roulette wheel. Here's the key part: no new value is being created. Money just moves from one person's pocket into another's. It's a zero-sum game. Now, let's flip that. Look at stock trading. When you buy a stock, you're not just buying a ticket, you're buying a tiny piece of ownership in a real, actual business. You know, a company that makes stuff, provides services, and is trying to generate profits. This isn't just chance, it's tied to real-world economic activity. And this just lays it all out, plain and simple. On one side, you've got this game of pure chance, where money just gets shuffled around. But on the other, you're basically planting a seed. As a good company grows and innovates, it can create entirely new value in the world, not just pass it from hand to hand. So if they're so fundamentally different, why on earth do people get them so confused? Well, the answer isn't in the market, it's in our own heads. Your behavior is what turns one into the other. Right, this is the big question, isn't it? We know stocks are tied to real businesses, so why does buying and selling them so often feel like you're at a poker table? Well, it's got nothing to do with the stocks themselves and absolutely everything to do with the person who's buying them. Think of the stock market as just a tool, and like any tool, you can use it in two completely different ways. You've got the gambling mindset over here on the left. This is all about chasing hype, trying to make a quick buck, just hoping the price goes up. It's pure guesswork. But then you've got the investor mindset on the right. This is the total opposite. It's about studying companies, having a real long-term plan, and buying with a strategy. It's based on analysis, not just hope. And here's the absolute heart of the matter. Both activities, for sure, involve risk. Let's get that straight. But the world of difference between them is how that risk is actually managed. This is where an investor really gets to take the wheel. In a casino, the risk is totally out of your hands. You can't change where that roulette ball is going to land. But in the market, you can actively manage your risk. You can do your homework and choose better companies. You can diversify so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You can set clear rules for yourself. You're in control. Your time horizon is another massive piece of this puzzle. Gambling is a sprint. You know the result in minutes, maybe hours. And when people trade stocks with that same super short-term focus, it starts to feel like gambling. Because day-to-day, price movements can seem totally random. Real investing, though, that's a marathon. It's about growth over years, based on the simple idea that good, strong companies tend to become more valuable over time. And let's just tackle this head-on because it's a huge fear. Yeah, a lot of people lose money in the stock market, but it's usually not because the market is some big scam. It's because they treat it like a casino. They chase hype, they act on fear or greed, and they panic. The market, in a way, just reflects the quality of the decisions people are making. So, this brings us to what might be the most important takeaway of all. Your approach is what determines your outcome. The choice is completely yours. Alright, let's give the final verdict. Is stock trading gambling? The honest answer is, yeah, it absolutely can be. If you treat it like a guessing game, if you follow the crowd without understanding why, and you're just chasing that quick payday, then you, my friend, have successfully turned investing into gambling. But if you approach it like a real investor, you build your actions on these 4 pillars. You gain knowledge about what you're actually buying. You develop a strategy for when to get in and when to get out. You practice the patience to let that strategy work, and you have the discipline to stick to your plan, even when your emotions are screaming at you to do something else. Because at the end of the day, real consistent success in the market isn't about getting lucky. It's not about a hot tip you got from a friend. It's earned through hard work, discipline, and a genuine understanding of what it is you own. This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? The stock market isn't a casino. It's a tool, A system that lets everyday people own a piece of our economy. How you decide to use that tool, well, that's what defines your entire journey. So I'll leave you with this one last thought. The next time you're about to buy or sell a stock, just pause for a second and ask yourself this one simple question. Am I making this decision based on real knowledge, or am I just closing my eyes and hoping to get lucky? Your answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know.